Let's get nuts. Drink your water! Unclench your jaw! Take your meds! Eat something yummy, motherfucker!
You just need to activate your hyperfocus.
Drink your water! Unclench your jaw! Take your meds! Eat something yummy, motherfucker! Drink your water! Unclench your jaw! Take your meds! Eat something yummy, motherfucker!
Neon nights flash bright and glow. Cyber city skyline low. Lost in shadows where we roam. Here we rock in Squirrel Zone. Neon lights flash bright and glow. Cyber city skyline low. Lost in shadows where we roam. Here we rock in Squirrel Zone. Talking deli clips and clicks. Now pause and cyber kicks. Rusted wires mesh and twist. Squirrel Zone won't beam as we rock out in Squirrel Night. See bright in blinding light. Future's here, technology tight. Rocking hard till morning light. Circuits sap the night alive. We survive the cyber hive. Outcast an electric vibe. In these streets we do or die. Digital heartbeats pounding hard. Skies filled with electric stars. We ride fast in glitching cars. Leave behind all city stars. Outlaws in this neon maze. Humming with electric haze. For the future here we blaze. Squirrel Zone in cyberphase. We rock out in Squirrel Night. See bright in blinding light. Future's here, technology tight. Rocking hard till morning light. Circus out the night alive. We survive the cyber hive. Outcast in electric vibe. In these streets we do or die. Digital hype down hard. Skies filled with electric stars. We ride fast in glitching cars. Leave behind all city scars. Outlaws in this neon maze. Humming with electric haze. For the future here we blaze. Squirrel Zone in cyberphase.
Let's get nuts.
So I couldn't help myself. I had to. I had to. Apparently that's real close to my face today. Alright, cool. Hi, how's it going? Why won't you let me... You know one that Jason and I do all the time? Hey, get out of my sandwich. No. We do that one all the time. The muffin, yeah. Weird. Hey, Lenny! Hello, hello. Alright, hey, get down here. Alright, cool. I don't know if I know that one very well. Hang on a sec. Oh, I see. I'm like, why is there nothing coming through on the audio here? Properties. Yeah, because that's set to default. Yeah, because of course, most of these fucking things are set to default. Hang on. There we go. That should be better. I hope. I think. And if it's still too much, let me know. Because, hey, guess that's good? Okay. Hey! Beautiful! Wahoo! Yay! Okay, apparently, yeah, I've got to test, oh, whatever. We're going back to this for now. So, I am back using OBS, because I was testing out to see if the other one was being the memory whore. Turns out that that's what it was. So, yeah, looks like we're going to be back on OBS, so I've got to set all this shit back up again. And so far, so good, yeah. Yeah, because normally I would have stopped prior to the intro because it would have already been stuttering. So, hey, fucking A. Now, I may end up shutting that off because that's going to be distracting to me. Maybe a little. But I mean, no more distracting than the fucking stuttering was. So there's that. You may notice that Bumper is now standing guard. Decided I was going to do a little bit of work on him. One more test. What's that? Jesus. Well, we know that one works. Apparently it's just a squirrel one that it doesn't like, so I don't know. We'll figure that out later. Oh, gee, how's it going? You're a wounded care with the hubby. What the shit? And Lenny, tell me a story of you. I want to hear it. I'm giving you guys a bit of a tease without letting you know that I'm giving you a bit of a tease. So there's that. But yeah, as I was saying, you can see that Bumper is now standing guard. Did a little work on him the other day. I did some work on Babel, and then she fucking slipped out of my hand and fell on the floor and broke her foot. So I've got to fix up her foot. So there's that. And I know you can't really see very well, but right over here, you can't really tell, but that's my life-size girth from Invader Zim. You may notice that he's silver. Robot or life? I mean, why not both? Get the new computer yet? No. We are still waiting for lawyers and shit. But my wife did send off an email, and she heard from her uncle, who is the executor of the will, and apparently things are now moving at a bit more of an accelerated rate. So that's good. That's a happy thing. So we're hoping by the end of the month. Or rather, by the middle of next month. My wife wants by the end of the week, and I'm like, don't get your fucking hopes up.
I'm a squirrel.
Well, hello! Alan, welcome. Alan! Welcome, welcome. You want your SSI money? Fair enough. Linny, make up a story. Gotta go. Alright, Hoshi. I don't know, Linny. Make me up a story. Come on. Tell me a story. Today we are going to cover a little bit of news. Stuff that I did find out, or stuff that I came across in some articles and whatnot. So we're going to go over some of that. Some of it did come up in a previous, the last time we did a bit of a sit down and news stream, I guess. And that kind of shite. There we go. Oh, was that a stutter? Oh. A tiny one, but it was a stutter. I'll accept tiny. Tiny will be acceptable to me. Once upon a time, there was a princess and she had ADHD and forgot what she did at the end. I mean, that's not the worst story. I've heard much worse stories. I guess maybe I'll let a little bit of the secret slip. The background music is the secret. Why? Because, you know, I just gotta fill up every fucking plate that I have. Because why not, right? Oh well. So anyway. Oh boy. I have been getting back to more printing, thankfully, which I haven't done in a while. Working on my HK droid. Eating dinner, so kind of half lurking. I mean, that's fair. That's totally fair. I don't blame you. What else? Let me see here. I have a new pair of hands. Love the music, as you know. That may or may not be another new project that is going to see the light of day at some point here in the near future. Yeah, I know. Schust is having a fucking aneurysm somewhere. Where is it? Hard cup only? Is it that one? We're just going to move this cup over a little bit. That's what we're going to do, because that was sitting like right in my face. Perfect. Move over. There we go. I'll take that. Brain is too big for your project. I mean, maybe. I'll say maybe and go with that. I'm just too artistic, I think, is the problem. But yeah, that's a new project I call Control-Alt-Revolt. And it's a lot more like Cyberpunk meets Ragey Chick. Because why not? Anyway. The new stuff that I've got here. Dramatic rise in autism diagnoses, which we've talked about. Neurodiversity as a climate ally. AI as an emotional coach. There's a little more on that. Neurodivergent inclusion in the workforce. And ADHD strength and gendered neurodiversity research. As well as augmented reality for ADHD support. Some of the things that I came across in the last day or so, stumbling across articles. So figured we could touch on some of that stuff. You know, if you don't mind. If it's alright with you. And if you do mind, fuck off, I'm gonna do it anyway. Yeah, because I'm that guy. Yeah. Or something. You know, after you all tell me how your week is, and if you're enjoying the hot-ass weather, which I have 2 fans blowing on me right now, because the last time it got to this temperature, it put me on my ass for like 3 days, and I had to like call in sick, and yeah, it was not fun. not a good time. I didn't like it. So how are you out east enjoying the heat wave? Is it over yet? Or has it melted down into seeping through the floorboards? Hey, Mama? Has he seeped into the floorboards yet? As I said that, it came out more disgusting than I thought it would in my head. But that's alright, I guess. The Atlantic Coast is roasting right now. Fair enough. Yeah, not a giant fan of the super hot weather. As you may know, I am less liking it now in the last year. Something Juice and I talked about the other day. About how, wow, why do I have to fight off a yawn? Wow. Yeah, I'm handling it less gooder than I was a couple of years ago. So, there's that. But yeah, it just exacerbates things and puts me on my ass, and I'm not happy about it. So, anyway. Alright. So, let's talk about some shit. Just cause. Another article in The Guardian pointing out the dramatic rise in autism diagnoses, because apparently they need to beat the shit out of that horse down in the States, because, you know, they don't know what causes it, and it's got to be vaccines, and it's got to be 150,000 other things. Can't be more than an hour right now, and really have problems with heat. Yeah. Well, yeah, keep your ass hydrated. Silly. Silly. But yeah, the key points out of it is between, and they did that because The Guardian, they did this study in England, right? So this is instead of the States, IKS, instead of the States doing this one is research from the UK. And between the years of 98 and 2018, so in 20 years, there was a 787% increase in autism diagnoses. You know what it was driven by? Increased awareness, better criteria, inclusion of women, POC, and adults, not just little white children. Who the fuck would have thought? Promise I existed. Yeah. A few years ago. Yeah. Lead paint. No. Okay, well, shit. Yep. Yeah. Now, of course, critics in England worry about overdiagnosis, as they do in a lot of places. But the experts behind the study say that it reflects better, it reflects better recognition of autism and not just inflation of it. However, in the UK, wait lists for an assessment now exceed 18 months. So, and I mean, over here, it's no better, right? It's actually worse over here, in some regions anyway, right? You're looking at a couple of years, or in my case, 6 years over here, right? I don't know what it's at now, if it's gone up since then, but, whoa, don't know where that's from. And there is an urgent call for a systemic diagnostic reform and equity in access in England, which, you know, they're not the only place, obviously. That's something that, double it and give it to the next country, yeah. Double it and pass it on, right? But I mean, that, you know, the UK is not the only place that they're asking for that. They want that over here. They want that down, you know, down in the US. They want a lot of fucking things that are not going to happen because reasons that I'm not going to get into. Yeah. Anywho, I prefer overdiagnosis and large amounts of people going undiagnosed. I mean, but that one's a very, very fine edge, you know? I'll agree with you on the stance of the same way that if somebody self-diagnoses somebody self-diagnoses and they get tips off of like my videos and stuff, and it helps to make their life better, even if the diagnosis is wrong. If I'm providing information that can help somebody improve their quality of life, then awesome, right? So long as it's not like they're not doing anything damaging, right? Here's how much you increase in reduction in stigma. I mean, maybe. I'll get stigma attached to it, yeah. I don't think that one will have the privilege of it anymore. Yeah, I don't know. That one's... I don't know if I could give that one a definitive answer right now. About preferring an overdiagnosed versus under. Proper differential diagnosis being done. Yeah. Handle it like Halloween candy. When you run the risk of desensitizing people to diagnosis, just an excuse, yeah. Yeah. But that, again, that's where better understanding of it, right? That's where a lot of people getting educated on it is a lot more important. And yeah, we know that that's not always the case because, ironically, people are too lazy on their own to fucking get it, you know, to learn about it. So, you know, you call us lazy, and then you're too lazy to fucking do a little learning, education on it. Whatever, dude. Whatever. Yeah. I've always thought that, though. Right? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Well, it's broke. But I don't think it is. Oh. Okay, well, obviously the world fucking revolves around you, Carl. Whatever. Alright, well, let's discuss this then. How do you think that the diagnostic criteria can evolve further? Fucking Carl. That's right. Carl! Maybe. But yeah, how do you think the diagnostic criteria can evolve further? See, that's a hard question, honestly. Hey! Da Boost!
Let's get nuts.
Da Boost! Da Boost and Da Boost is bought. What's up? Well, yeah. Sorry, I'm just looking at that question. I'm wondering, taking into account marginalized people, female life, POC experiences specifically. Right, like they did in England, right? Taking them more into account, driven by increased awareness, better criteria, and the inclusion of women, POC, and adults, right? Which, again, fantastic. I've been testing for earlier years. What do you mean, Dan? Because as part of mine, they had to incorporate stuff from my earlier years. Hour till therapy, 3 hours until... Wow, you got everything fucking jammed in today. That's crazy. Got yourself lots of stuff going on today. You know, hopefully you could, like, have a minute and chill. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? So, for any... Who here is formally diagnosed? Because I know we have a bunch of self-diagnoses here. But is there anybody here who is a formal diagnosis? Besides me. That seems active right now. I'm not here for it. I don't blame you. Okay. So Dan, and then anybody else who's also a formal. Was your diagnosis fast? Like, fast? Or was it jumping through a bunch of hoops and a bunch of hurdles and shit? Because mine, once it got started, was fast. But, I mean, it also could have been that it was my therapist who's a diagnostician, so she had the inside track, right? You know, I've sat and talked to her. She gets to fucking see me one-on-one for an hour at a time. Right, the provisional, I remember that, yeah. So, in that case, Pocket, yours would be... Wow, no, I can't even really... That's apples and oranges. Okay, so Pocket, how did you find yours? Like, was that a bunch of hoops? I don't remember the details, but no papers are filled. Yeah, exactly, right? And it was the same with me, right? When I sat and met my therapist, right? And she said, I nailed you within 15 minutes. You know, that was fucking validation for days. Took 2 years in and out of therapy and then school meetings. Okay, so yeah, a bunch of hurdles and shit. So, but how long ago was that? Was that like 20 years ago? Because, you know, that would probably play a big factor into it. The amount of understanding and new information, even in the last 12 years since the DSM-5 came out. And even since then, they gave the text revision to it a few years ago. And get coffee. Well, Asperger's, you know, autism, same fucking thing, right? But like even the amount that we know now in the last 5 years compared to when the DSM-5 came out, right? That's why they had to do the text revision, because so much new shit had to be incorporated. Well, not giant amounts, but, you know, taking a different perspective on some things as well. Talk to the doc and so you have retest for paperwork. It's such bullshit. So fucking stupid. It's about 4 weeks. So once you got the ball rolling, it rolled. Okay, well that's good. That's good. So, all right, here's another question then. What policies do you think would actually improve this mess? Not to get overly political about it, but I mean, like, do you think even medical policies, right? But what kind of policies do you think would help to actually cut down on you know, not just on, we'll count out wait times, because wait times that's a fucking conversation all on its own. Former 80s. Ha. Fair enough. Not having to fork out $2K plus for finding help. Yeah. Yeah, that absolutely would. That would be a giant help, but that's more of a healthcare problem, I think. Like, not even counting in the States, right? Up here where we are covered universally, and we still have to shell out $1,500, $2,000, $2,500, $4,000, right? It's yeah, that's pretty ridiculous. That having to fork that much out to get a formal diagnosis of something that affects your life so deeply. So yeah, I agree with that. I totally fucking agree with that. Do within 2 appointments, but I did most of the legwork myself for months previous. Well, same with me. Because before, like, not sure if you guys remember, before I had my therapist, I was fighting with my psychiatrist about it. Because he said, you don't present outwardly. 36 years, deal with your shit and see a therapist. Yeah, because that'll just solve it. Right? Right? Yeah, that'll just solve all the problems. Yeah, exactly. That's what the mask is. Fuck. That's why it's called masking. You remember that? Yeah. Yeah. You know, I have not been back to see that psychiatrist in a year and a half, almost 2 years. This idea that people are being overdiagnosed is the reason I was diagnosed myself, because the ableism ruined my childhood. I feel that. But again, too, I'm not sure if you caught the beginning of what I was saying about because this study is from England, So yeah, there's the rub. Yeah, but the one that I was reading about in England here. Sorry, Caps, it's all good. Is that there was in the last 20, not the last 20 years, between 98 and 2018 in England, there was a 787% increase in autism diagnoses, which was driven by increased awareness, better criteria, the inclusion of women, POC, and adults instead of just little white boys. So there's that, right? Have you guys ever heard the left-handed theory? Or the, not theory, but like the whole left-handed thing? How it's amazing that there were no left-handed people way back in the old times, and then one day all of a sudden there were just left-handed people out the wazoo. How did that happen? Well, let me tell you, friends, this is how it happened. They stopped fucking stigmatizing it. They stopped saying that you were left-handed because you were possessed by a demon and all of this other dumb shit that they used to say way back in the old times. Yeah, and because they stopped training it out of them, right? I.e. masking. Yeah, they got their hands beat if they tried to write left-handed. Exactly. Which, of course, all of this stemmed from the fucking church, because it always does. Right? But, you know, you're possessed by a demon. You're supposed to write with a good hand. Yeah, sinister. Yeah. Now lefties attack. Yeah. But, I mean, same thing. Right? Exact same thing. Well, there weren't all these autistic kids when I was growing up. Yeah, there fucking were. Yeah, there were, Jimbo. Yeah. It's just they were heavily stigmatized and masking to high hell to avoid you and your goddamn parents. So, there's that. So yeah, there you go. There's our dramatic rise in autism diagnoses. Brought to you by The Guardian. Is it fantastic? That's right. Left hands are chaotic evil. Right? No, left. Left. We're talking about left. Your right is lawful good, remember? They were removed from school with my grandmother who didn't pass the second grade. Wow. That's crazy. Don't worry about Uncle Earl. He's a little eccentric with his model train collection. Yeah, the amount of times I've heard that before, right? Or don't mind my grandfather, who is a stickler for routines and works in the train station. Ever tell you guys about that? My grandfather, and how, you know, that's how I figured it all out. But, like, you know, my grandfather actually worked in shipping and whatnot and for CN Rail, Canadian National Rail. And, yeah, he was such a fucking stickler for the paperwork that if on his books it said, this cargo is not here, yet it was sitting out in the train yard, to him, it was not there. That's how much of a fucking stickler he was for it. 'Tisn't much. His routines were fucking crazy. Don't mind Grandpa's drawers are meticulously organized wires. God help you if you mix them up. Yeah. Yeah. No, that's just fucking crazy shit. I love it. But it would be nice if, you know, some of these the policies, like I was talking about, understand my left hand with a pencil. Oh my god, Jesus Christ, dude. But yeah, policies and whatnot that would actually help improve this. Is if there was like a better how do I word this? If those who understood it in the medical field could somehow transfer their understanding and education to the general populace, wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice as I sit here with Bumper? Wouldn't it be nice because I did his repairs? currently working on his stand. I'm going to put him on his stand here in a bit. So I have to finish the sanding on it. And then it's got little bolt holes, as you can see. But I don't know if I'm going to be doing that or if I'm going to be putting his little foot straps on. But yeah, that's going to... Thought I'd share that. It's a great little sidetrack there, wasn't it? I am medicated today. I could prove it. Speaking of medicated, hey Jason, take your meds, please. Wouldn't it be nice if sales would stop pushing their misconceptions on all of us? Wouldn't it? Yeah. I think we didn't have a problem with all the teenage pregnancies when I was your age. Only because I'm pretty sure they're coming on with a teenage mother and shit. Yeah. Yeah. Assholes, not sis. See, you know how I interpreted that one? Is pushing sales of, like, supplements and all these, like, vitamins and these bullshit, like, home remedies and whatnot. You know, drink yourself a glass of kale juice and have a run around the block. That kind of bullshit. That's how I interpreted that when I read sales. So, you know what? In my mind, it worked. I made it work. Also completely true. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I'm like, hey, you know, I have sales, because why not? I'll tell you why not. There are 1,000 reasons why not. But, there you go. Yeah, that's one of the ones I think would help. Fuck those up. Yes. Yeah. Right in the neck with a spoon. No, I'm trying to come up with an answer for this, the question that I asked you guys. How do I think diagnostic criteria can evolve further? When it comes to autism, I still don't feel well enough versed to make a comment on that, right? I still have that feeling. Also, fuck V-Shred, that's right. Seriously? Fuck V-Shred. A rusty spoon, yep. A salad finger spoon, that's the one. But even after all this, right, I still have that voice in my head that says, you're not well versed enough to speak about this. Dude, you're in the middle of taking your autism coach fucking certification. Like, come on. Anyway. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Relax over there. Don't make me grab Buddy. I'll do it. I'll have some words for you. I don't know what they'll be, but... similar conversation with a respiratory therapist, but EDS, actually. Yeah, that's a different convo in and of itself. Hey! Look who joined the party. Well, hello there. What's up, kiddo? I don't know what you mean about imposter syndrome. Never heard of it. Nor does he have a name of his own. It didn't come through? Oh, you know why. I know exactly why. Hang on, hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Where are you? Where are you? It's only right here. This is exactly why. Nope, not that one. No, I'm going to get all cranky about this. And now I have to push a button again.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all my non-binary neurodivergent squirrels, we would like to welcome to the stadium, Dragon Suck My Dick Heart.
And yes, it's true. I got my book buried right now, unfortunately. But yes, it's true. Hey, look, I'm a published author. Look at me. Hooray. But you know what's burying my book right now? Is It's quiet, but it worked. Okay, I'll bring it up. My ADHD coach certificate is burying it. Because I just haven't put it on the wall yet. I don't know where to put it. But it's got a frame, so there's that. I like it. I like it. I think it's sexy. It looks good in a little frame there. I just don't know where the fuck to put it. That's all. So, I was thinking maybe I'd put it like over here somewhere so that like it could be seen on screen. Layers of pride hiding more pride. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't have a rainbow flag there, but you know. Whatever is what it is. I mean, that would be handy as fuck, honestly. At least you framed it. For my degree, it's a locked door. My wife actually, she brought home a frame when she was doing one of her Dollarama fucking trips. So, yeah. So she's the one who kind of helped me there. And yes, I did just back that up and deal with it. No, autism need better understanding on how autism manifests and shows symptoms of individual, not the outdated crap. Well, yeah. Again, pretty much what I was kind of saying there is, you know, it'd be better if people that were in the medical system could take some of their like knowledge and education and understanding and pass it off to the main populace. However, because we live in such a world of like misinformation, disinformation, bullshit, people that are just, I have to actually say it, people are fucking stupid. And they believe all this shit that is, you know, all this bullshit. And they just won't listen to science or logic or reality, right? Hi, Heather. You showed up just in time. Just in time. Just in time for a self-care break. Heather's like, great, fuck. As a collective, yeah, we are. Yeah, people are stupid as a collective, yes. Right? Mob mentality and just, yeah, and gullibility, yep. Right? The inability to, yeah. Just in time, I know that guy. Funny story, a friend of mine, she married a guy named Justin Case. So, there's that. Anyway. So those of you that are just rolling in, hey, you're showing up just in time for a self-care break. So I hope you did grab yourself some water, a snack, and all that good shit. Because
after these messages, we'll be right back.
Yes. So I want you guys to do that. Grab yourself a snack, some water, stand up, have a stretch, go to the bathroom, blah, blah, blah. And we'll be back in just a moment. Our next topic is going to be neurodiversity as a climate ally. Captivating.
Neon ghosts lost but alive. We disappear, repeat. Wires tangled like a broken spine. Truth encrypted in corrupted rhyme. They fed us silence, pixel wide, and now a ghost screams from inside. I dream in screens and color trails, emotions mapped in spectrum scales. Light bends where the soul once lied in spectral flames. I'm purified. Ultraviolet scars burn behind my closing eyes. Infrared dreams dance beneath the neon light. Ultraviolet, ultraviolet, flicker slow then turn defiant. I bleed in hues you never read. Light like this is born from dread. Infrared, infrared, the glow of rage I never said. I trace the warmth that never stayed. A phantom heat that slowly fed. Eternal night, the city's alive, but nothing here will ever survive. We shimmer on in fractured thread. Ultraviolet infrared, glitching grace beneath the spires. Color-coded funeral pyres. All we were, all we bled. Ultraviolet infrared.
Interesting, that's not going down. Huh. Something else I gotta fix. Anyway. Yeah, you got to enjoy some shit that I'm playing with while we were on the break there. Yeah, for those that missed it, I am back using OBS because the other program, Meld, was becoming a memory whore, and I know why. It makes sense why. Because on OBS, it gives you profiles, okay? So this profile here it's called 2024, even though it's 2025. But this is because I took my 2024 one and changed it around and built upon it. I never renamed it. But whenever we did a rave, I would have a different profile that I would switch to, so that when I load up this profile, it doesn't load up all of like the video shit that the rave comes with, right? That's off to the side. However, because Meld Studio does not have those profiles, it was loading everything at once, right? So that was a big contributor as to why it was being a stuttering memory whore. Dan, thanks for that, by the way. And thank you, Heather. I apologize if that took a little longer than expected. I was having a conversation with Jasa. But yeah, anyway. Oh, yeah, hardcore resource hog. Hardcore. Was not happy about that, but I mean, here we are. But yeah. For those of you that have just recently joined, hello, how are you? How have things been? If I haven't seen you in a while, Heather, Lainey, Hoshi, who's working but not here anymore. Tell me a story. How have you been? How's things? How's your summer going? Inquiring minds want to know. And while I wait for you guys to spill your guts on all of that, hey, I'll let you know that those who have been following along on the music therapy music, the third album of Active Corrosion goes live on August 12th. I wanted to have it out Actually, yesterday I wanted it to release, but there was a problem with my payment and my distributor. There's one thing that I pay annually for my distributor, and it's actually relatively cheap, all things considered, how many artists I have under there. But there's one thing that I have to pay for monthly, and there was a problem with that because my wife and I changed around where income goes into which accounts and blah blah blah. So there was a problem with the payment on that. So it wouldn't let me upload anything until I fixed that issue. So by the time I fixed that issue, I'm like, all right, yeah, it's only going to be like 3 days till release, and then I don't know if everything's going to make it through on time. I just said, fuck it. Gave it 2 weeks, so. August 12th is when it's going to be live on all the platforms. Yes, it's the AI music, but I write all the lyrics, so if you got a problem with me dealing with AI music, like some people on Instagram do, fuck you. I don't care. You don't get to tell me how to heal. Anyway, you're all good. I have hatchling issues as per summer. Yeah, summer normal, yeah. Heather, tell me your story. I want to hear. And for those that haven't been around for a while, I've started kind of changing up how I do the streams. I'm trying to get back to more of the educational and informational stuff. So I tend to bury my face in some articles, and if I find them interesting, then I round them up and we have a discussion about recent events in mental health news, which is what we're doing today. Because I now have officially my ADHD coach certification. I have done a couple of coaching light streams, so yeah, trying to do that. And we also started doing some occasional gaming nights together. He says as we've only done one, but trust me, there's more coming. Trust me. I have a problem when people use AI and claim it as their own without admitting it was AI. Exactly. Well, did you hear about that? What the fuck is that group's name? Velvet Sundown? Did you hear about that? There's a band on Spotify that has, like, last I checked, it was like 850,000 monthly listeners, right? And they were trying to pass themselves off as an actual band, right? But they were discovered as frauds, and so they just changed up, in their description that they are. I can't remember what the description is now, but yeah, they're called Velvet Sundown, and there's another one I can't remember their name. For the life of me, I can't remember their name. I've been alright. I'm in Florida with my aunt. Nice. It's been a learning curve. My immediate family went more. Oh, really? Oh, really? You want no contact? Because I remember how much bullshit. Well, that explains why you haven't been around for a while. But so you're out of that situation entirely now? Heather? Come here. Come here. Come in close. Come here. I am so fucking happy for you, and am so proud of you for taking that step and getting out of that situation. I am so happy for you. I am so proud of you. Good fucking job. Very happy for you. Found a new low semi-social. Bingo! Hey! There you go. I can officially call you Granny. No, not Granny. I would call you Gram, because it was my grandmother. Her name was Gram. Gram or Grandma. So you're now a grandma, I guess. That's real good. That's pretty sexy of you there. There's some pretty sexy stuff there, Lindy. Shit, Road Toads, I owe you a Streamloads card. I forgot about that. I'll try and remember to send that to you. But yes, very, very happy for you. Okay, so why didn't that work? Put a space between it, Dan. Harold seems aroused. DM for letter reminder. Cool. It doesn't have to block. I'm trying to go things. It didn't work. Yeah, like that. I was in the middle of typing that too, so. Just like that. Group hug for Heather. That's right. Get him. Sorry, you was my mom. Take it all together in chat. That's cool, though. That's cool. Right? Not sorry. Yeah, I'm joking with you. I'm picking on you, but like for real, that's cool. You know, low impact, but still social, still gets you out. That's awesome. If it works for you, fucking A. Run with it. Right? Same with anything that, you know, that people do for their low impact social stuff, right? Mine is voice chats right now. Getting out of the house, not so much because of the pain factor. But I mean, there are still times that I do it, and usually it, you know, Shoost and Panda are involved typically. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, aside that, you know, that's mine. Really. Whatever works for you. It makes you happy. You know, same with everything. If it makes you happy, if it gives you the dopamine and you're not hurting anybody, run with it. Do it. Have fun. Go knock yourselves out, kids. All right. I'm just going to slide to our next topic here. Believe it or not, I'm okay with reading it here. There you go. Except for your music tastes. Your music tastes do not scream granny. So there's that. All right, next topic. Neurodiversity as a climate ally. Don't say that, I'll buy more books. Speaking of pain, where does chronic pain reduce significantly? Really? Slides are our new topic? Yes. Makes you happy, it can't be that bad. That's right, unless it's bad. Start of live answer. Your chronic pain reduced significantly. Interesting. You want $1,000 there? Hey, I've got this merch shop. I'm fucking with you. But you did remind me. If you want to tip your DJ, I'm not pointing this at Lenny. I'm just saying in general. If you want to tip your DJ, that's cool because I'm trying to scrounge up like 150 bones to buy a new DJ program for our raves. Anyway, enough of that. Yes, on to our next topic. Neurodiversity as a climate ally. Again, this comes from The Guardian. So another fucking thing they're doing out of the UK. They find that neurodivergent people are disproportionately drawn to conservation, ecology, and animal care. Does this make sense to you? Because it does to me. It 100% makes sense to me. All back to bills as usual. Now, like, Lenny, I was fucking with you. You know I was kidding. Yeah, because people suck. Gee, I wonder why. Right? And I think it's hilarious. I think it's totally hilarious reading that because my wife, remember the tropical fucking jungle that I have in the front room? My wife fostering all of the animals, right? Jasa was huge into nature preservation. Still kind of is. Also has a proclivity for the animal fostering. It's almost like we don't want traumatized things around us. Traumatized enough, yeah. And as a cat, is very affectionate. Awesome. Bachelor's in horticulture and master's degree in environment. No fucking kidding. Like seriously, you do? For real? Primary work now, agriculture, conservation. Hey! I did not know that. I'm proud of you too. Seeing us so it up in that regard. I might have to keep an eye on mine because that's not something that I've ever really paid attention to.
Close your eyes.
But that being said, my last 3 days for sure have been compared. I've been calling them my good days because my last 3 days for sure have been comparatively like pain, not pain free, but pain low, right? And exhaustion low and all of that. And the last 3 days I have been fully medicated, except where I ran out of vitamin D, so I need to get more of that. I've joined the plant thing. Front yards get ridiculous. So if I see one, that's funny. A random ass pumpkin like plant out there. You got a gourd, do ya? Name him Gourd. You have to name him Gourd. The cat always cheers me up.
We find solace in the simple truth.
Yeah, Angie, I might have to keep an eye on that for myself and see if I notice.
Feel connected.
Yeah. Gourd the Gourd, that's right. Gordita is his name. Yeah! Awesome. I approve.
Close your eyes.
I fucking approve.
Under the night. Feel alive.
Didn't ruin it entirely, much more tolerable. Yeah, you know what? I haven't really paid attention to it. Yeah, headphones mean talk to me, right? Anyway, okay, so back to the climate ally thing. Traits like hyperfocus, pattern seeking, and empathy are assets, not liabilities in climate work. That tracks. So this, all of this study is, well, it's not studies, from an interview with Joe Harkness, who is the author of Bird Therapy, argues that neurodivergent connection to nature is visceral, often spiritual. I can absolutely agree with that for my wife's sake, because she 100% goes the full fucking spiritual route with it. And I know there are many of you that do as well, because I've heard you talk about it. Preface, licensed arborist. Wow. That is crazy. No, I did not know that. I learned something new today. Pretty sure so did all the rest of us. Me and my wife talking to all the wildlife. Uh-huh. Right. No, this fucking totally tracks. But apparently also there are calls to restructure work environments so neurodivergent minds can thrive in activism and field work. Again, I think this is just in England, but I mean, how cool would it be if we could get something like that, some activism and whatnot, pushing for that over here? Multiple certificates in call-out. You can nutritionally not eat meat, and I couldn't do it. Volcanoes, the inner working. Speaking of which, is anybody out on the West Coast? I heard that a lot of the tsunami warnings were called off, or at least reduced. Was there anything significant that hit on the West Coast? Because I know in Vancouver they called off all of that shit. Read them since childhood. That's awesome. Proud of you. Hachi, how you doing? But yeah, that's fucking crazy. That topic right there. Speaking of environment stuff, that in Russia they had off the coast of Russia, Hawaii flooded, just high tide in Northern California. That's good, considering that was the sixth most powerful earthquake that we've had in history. An 8.8 was called down to high tide. Yeah, an 8.8 fucking magnitude earthquake, and then there was a volcano in Russia. Like, I'm sure those two things are linked. They have to be. Yeah, that's fucking insane. It'd be unsustainable, yeah. Yeah, I saw a couple of minor videos out of Hawaii. World is shifting again, yeah. couple of big aftershocks too. Did you guys feel anything down there, Hachi? I mean, probably not if they called it off for the west coast of the States. Hawaii's still on the alert. Yeah. Well, I mean, Hawaii is pretty much like right fucking dead center of the path kind of thing. The epicenter of the west coast. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of energy. Yeah, that was something I was kind of trying to keep an eye on. But I mean, I would rather hear from you guys, the people that are down there. Got a question? Did you feel it? I wouldn't know if I would have felt it. I fucking stumble like that all the time. We're in New Zealand, but not sure since just woke. That's fair. Probably got called way down to high tide and stuff. But did you die? Get off Hawaii's ass. It just recovered from the fire. Yeah, really. Leave poor Hawaii alone. A lot of stories about narcissistic families and friends how they react. It's all true, right? And toxic family. Right now, all my toxic family knows is I'm in Florida. There we go. And that's all they need to know. Yep, 100%. Specializations observed, hybrid off. Are you putting out fires? Yeah, I got another buddy of mine. He's like fucking severely ADHD and Tourette's. And he's a firefighter. Last guy at Quake 4-7. Well, a Pacific plate. She's gonna shuffle. So here's a question for you there. Where do you, and this goes for everybody, where do you feel in sync with nature or systems? Where do you feel in sync with nature, with conservation, with stuff like that, right? My wife, I would absolutely say with animal care, right? Considering she fosters cats right now, but then also volunteers out at the rescue. Yeah, Heather, it'll get better. Your environment is going to help. Your environment absolutely will help. More aftershocks, earthquakes, in the next few months all connected. Fair enough. Definitely not with animals, no. Walking around in nature with plant care, I don't have the mental space for critters. That's very well. You got enough critters at home as it is. Your hatchlings. Yeah, those that definitely qualify as critters, I would think. Come to the call out today? No. No, you're not. Anywhere the sun is shining, I love the sun even though it's deadly laser. Yep. The sun is a deadly laser. Well, and since it's funny you said that, because the next question I wrote down is, what strengths of yours would shine in conservation? And obviously, Kara said theirs. Hands-on gardening, plant work, subtle shifts in the cycle scenario, what's going on? Well, with cats, not much of an animal person. Fair enough. Nature walks, even though they hurt now, sadly. Yeah, fair enough. I'm very allergic to a lot of them, so I get that. I'll skip quickly off the. What's a foreshaw? Maybe. I don't know. I'm no geologist. But okay, so picking on Kara again for a little bit. Well, citing Kara actually, is, you know, where hyperfocus and things like that can become advantageous when you're, and pattern recognition, right? When you're dealing with plants and all that stuff. I could see that being a giant perk. Something's right now. It's about -1. Skin has definitely stopped itching as much. Been out here too. Yeah, probably a little more moist out in that area. Probably not as dry. That makes sense. Because yeah, anytime I go towards BC, like, I notice it, like, fucking instantly. It is so dry here. Moist. What I wouldn't give for -1. Fuck off with the -1. Alright, and next question. Could eco-activism become a neurodivergent access point to meaning? Do you felt like a lot of us are kind of like meant for that? And work with the bush. Rawr. Crooning shrubbery! Not just making gum jobs. Reduces the shrub by like a third. Cool. We want a shrubbery! Dan says no. Well, yeah. We've established that for Dan. The answer is no. We'll skip over that one. No, that is definitely something interesting to think about. How neurodivergent brains seem to be drawn much more to conservation and animal care and stuff like that. After breakfast, His Lordship the cat will need to remove himself from my lap. I mean, good luck. Depends on the ability for communities to hold access to resources. Yeah, that can be a stumbling point. Yep. 36 -1. I don't know so much about -1. I'll take +1. Headed out to do granny things. It's bingo night. Yay! If I win, there will be signs. Perfect. Currently 35. Feels like 40. How does one get -1 temperatures? The angle of the planet contributes to ours. The axial tilt. Hutchie is upside down, right? On the opposite side of the axial tilt right now. So there's that. Rocher by Rose, hello! Hi Rose, how are you? Welcome. How you been? The bottom part of Aussie. 34 here. Oh, wow. Yeah, it is currently 25 here. But it feels, I think, closer to 28 or 29. All my friends live in the UK, participate in the outdoor adventure camp. Nice. 4 days, 7 nights. That's cool. That's really cool. You're tired of having lots of dysphoria of the gender kind. That is not something I struggle with very often, but there are others in the chat here I know that do. I am not going to call them out. I'm going to allow them to call themselves out. But it's such a worse than usual. I mean, yes. With pollen mosquitoes. Nope. Hard pass. Hard pass. So does anybody else relate to this? Anyone else? Anyone else? Sume! Adulted today. Did I do the thing right? Yes, you did. You're a good boy. You are a good boy. Lots of kids who different on the spectrum. Scouts. Yep. Yeah, there's another thing I never actually considered. Getting in part of those outdoor groups like the Scouts and whatnot. Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool. But I need to adult today. No. Adulting is off the table. There will be no adulting today. No adulting today.
Fuck this guy.
If that guy was named Adulting. we tend to lean towards sciences. Yeah, I think a lot of it too might be entangled with a lot of us having a stronger justice sensitivity, right? Justice sensitivity being, you know, truth, honesty, and shit like that, and science being truth. Sorry, gender dysphoria. Does anybody else relate to feeling that? I already know the answer to that. I'm just asking for the sake of asking now. Yeah, too hot for the mosquitoes. You know, when it's too hot for the mosquitoes, there's fucking problems. Robert, good time. Years ago. Oh, I can't wear my dress. Which, in and of itself, is out of context, is a funny thing to read. I can't wear my boobs. But that sucks. Third time since yeah, that's shitty. Can someone explain gender dysphoria for me? It is. I'll get you a better definition here, but it is pretty much exactly what it is described there. Is when you do not feel that you align with your birth gender, essentially. Let me pull up a better one here, just because I know I'm gonna like stumble and shit over it. Gender dysphoria is a condition characterized by do not do that. Distress or discomfort that arises when a person's gender identity differs from the sex assigned to them at birth. This feeling can lead to significant emotional distress and may affect daily life. It is recognized in the DSM-5 as clinically significant distress related to gender incongruence, and not all transgender or gender diverse individuals experience gender dysphoria. Did that help? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Pretty much that. I wish I could take my breath off. Is that like face off? Take the face off. That was a good movie. I don't care what anybody says. But yeah, that's a thing. It's not a thing that I struggle with, per se. I'm thinking the right thing. They just want to check the stripe. Yep. Give up with bras. Trying to do silicone implant. Or implant. Breastplate. I don't know how those words swapped around in my brain, but they did. And definitely a good movie. I mean, it's a fucked movie, but it's a good movie. I heard they were doing a sequel. Wonder how much truth there is to that. I had to explain somebody yesterday was making body dysmorphia, gender dysmorphia. That's fair. Oh, they're doing a remake. Okay. Remake? Well, now I gotta look. Survey says, Face Off 2 is currently in development with Nicolas Cage and John Travolta expected to reprise their roles, focusing on the next generation of characters. Huh. I have gender dissatisfaction without the dysphoria. Gender assigned. My gender assigned matches my identity, but often I don't really like being my gender. I mean, there are some days that I can relate to that. Now that is me. Yeah. I think mine is more so, I don't know if it's so much dissatisfaction as it is disappointment. I have gender disappointment. I am disappointed in the vast majority of people who share the same gender that I do. Is that better? That's more accurate for me. Yeah, that's what I've got. Gender dissatisfaction. And now you know. So, huh? You have gender dissatisfaction for males too? Thanks, honey. Is it a problem with the expectation of your gender role in society? It's a good question. What, kid? I never mind. 40% of the time, and the rest, I guess. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of gender dissatisfaction. But, again, I was going to say the same for males, too. Thanks. I might be offended at some point, but really I'm not. I'm not at all. Because you're not fucking wrong. Right, Bumper? Right. There you go, now we know. Gender assigned at birth, dissatisfaction. I'm not disappointed in my gender. My gender is disappointed in me. Hey, my uterus. You did your job, now get out. Except, you know, that. Yeah. No, I think, honestly, like, I have thought about this aspect. Maybe the main reason that I play female characters when... No. You derailed nothing. What? Somebody tell Rose the motto around here, please. But yeah, like I was saying, I have thought about this off and on. In that, yeah, off topic is the topic. These people, that's how I like it. There you go. We have ADHD and circle back. Send money. Yeah, there's that. Yes. Hey, feel free to tip your DJ. Anyway. But yeah, I tend to play female characters in MMOs if I am given a choice. And in the music, I tend to try and write from a female perspective sometimes. Is that a gender dysphoria? I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe it's something I can bring up to my therapist. I definitely do have the body dysmorphia, though. But I think a lot of that is the fact that there's not a lot that I can do about it because I can't, you know, go and fucking go for a run. Yeah, we're always off the rails. Yes, we are. I did have a couple of topics picked out that, you know, I wanted to use as discussion things. If we don't get to all of them, I don't care. I really don't. Right? I tend to do that from time to time. There are things that I will write down that I want to discuss as a group. And sometimes it just doesn't happen. I don't give a shit. I only play male characters in game. Have no dysphoria. See, I don't know if that would be a dysphoria thing or not. I don't know. Maybe it's deeply rooted feminism in my head that I want the female to be the powerful character. Maybe that's what it is. I want the woman to be the hero. Perhaps. Maybe this is also why another book that I wrote has two female lead characters that are a lesbian couple. And they're one is a lot stronger than the other one. The other one does a lot of learning along the way. But yeah, the steampunk book that I wrote has one female lead and then another female almost side character. But they end up becoming a couple, and yeah, they're the heroes. I grew up in the golden age of girl power. There's a lot of jealousy there. I wanted to be a part of girl power. Nothing wrong with that. Satisfaction with devotion to the body. I mean, yeah, but lots of AMAB people do use female characters because they like to watch the ass wiggle. Whereas I think I do it more for, yeah, okay, great, nice ass wiggle, that's fantastic. I think I do it more for, I think that I want the female to be powerful. I don't know. Again, something I never really thought too much about, but maybe I'll bring it up to my therapist and see what she has to say about it. Right, Bumper? You agree with me? I know you do. You don't have to nod or anything. Blink. No, don't blink. Never mind. Yeah. What was it on The Boys? Girls do get it done. Not just that, most female characters and smaller hitbox making them harder to, I mean, okay, from the technical aspect. Such a common answer. If I stare at an ass while I'm playing, it might as well be a girl's ass. Yep. There were, that's, for me, I've heard that so many times. It's a very, very common answer. But also giggle. What? The lines of my gender. There you go. We ain't here to judge, right? I play female characters. I prefer to play female characters. I do play male characters. Jiggle physics. There we go. Thank you. Okay. That makes sense now. But yeah. Whatever character you play as, fucking A. That's what I have to say to you. If that character is one that you will want to play, then do it. Yeah, I know, Autumn. But of course, you know, I was thinking there was a reason that you put giggle. Maybe I just don't know what it was. Anywho. Yes, giggle. You giggle at the jiggle. I think that's what it is. That's what it is. Giggly jiggly, baby. Alright, let me see here. Sorry, I just had to check the other window. I hate jiggle flush. I'm better off. I mean, okay, that's fair. I play male characters typically easier to make them look non-binary, with a few exceptions. Escortosaurus. Some of you know the Escortosaurus Rex from GTA 5. It's been a while since I played GTA 5. You might have to remind me. I don't know. I mean, that's a mood, Angie. That is totally a mood. Let's see. Escortosaurus Rex. No, somebody remind me of that one. That's not ringing a bell. Why is that not ringing a bell? I don't know. It's the behind. Hollywood needs to stop with the remakes because the fantasy books, the movie has strong main female characters and side characters. Oh, are you talking about your characters? Dynamax longer. Then I guess yes, because if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I had no idea. I thought you meant like an actual like quest character in GTA 5. Oh fuck yeah, then yeah, send me a picture because I don't know what the hell you're talking about then. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. At first, my first thought when I read GTA and like Escortosaurus and like non-binary stuff, for some reason the first thing that I thought was the Ballad of Gay Tony, right? But then I'm like, no, that's GTA 4, not 5. But whatever. I will have to take a look at that. But in the meantime,
Uwu?
Yes, uwu. I see that the bot is starting to bug again. Guess that means we're having a bit of a lengthier stream today. And I'm here for that. As long as you guys are here for that, I'll be here for that. Yeah? Yeah. Sounds good to me. I see a character referred to as extreme. Well, it's Dan, especially after the last 2 streams, where I've had to fucking shut it down because it was stuttering so hard. Yeah, after the last 2 streams, I'm down to sit and bullshit with you guys for a while. I'm down with that. So, all right, let us do the self-care break thing then, real quick.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Let us do that. Get yourself a snack, or a glass of water, or a refill, or go to the bathroom, or stand up, have a stretch, dance a jig in the kitchen, for those of you that can dance a jig. Just glad it's working. You and me both, man. Like, if I could show you a tangible amount of relief that I have today, it'd be a big fucking bag. Anyway, self-care break time. I'll be back in a minute.
I never felt so hard. I never meant to be the one. I never thought I'd break your heart. And after the stars have crumbled to dust, we still feel the warmth burning in us, burning in us. And it hurts so bad, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong. No, 'cause after the storm, you'll see the sun, you'll see the sun. You and me, we both live life at full speed, easy to see. When we collide, no one walks away easy. I never thought you'd be the one. I never meant to take your heart. I never felt so hard. I never meant to be the one. I never thought I'd break your heart. And after the you'll see the sun, you'll see the sun. No, I can't love you anymore. I'm closing all my doors for you. 'Cause I can't go back like before. I'm stronger than you know. It's true now, baby. I'm so done. I can't love you anymore. I'm closing all my doors for you. 'Cause I can't go back like before. I'm stronger than you know. It's true now, baby. I'm so done. Think you can play me, think you can break me, but baby, I don't have the time.
All right, I gotta fix that. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Yeah, having a hot dog bun with peanut butter on it, and I didn't want to subject you guys to that. And not only that, it takes a bit because it's sticky. It's sticky. And yes, in my head, I went no me, and then I went Shoosty because it just followed with it. If anybody else would have jumped in behind that, I would have thrown their name on it too. Heavy, mommy. No, bad DJ, bad. And also, we don't have any bread in the house right now. We're actually TMI. We're shockingly low on groceries right now, and we don't have bread. So we just have hot dog buns that Jason found in the freezer, in the downstairs freezer, yesterday. So she brought them up. Heavy and bad. I know. It would have been bad. Or Toady. Smack it. Yeah. Is that when you guys are doing it? Okay, cool. Oh yeah, thanks, Dan. Yeah. So speaking of which, us being a broke ass around here. Oh well. Yeah. See, now I got buns stuck. Anyway, I did want to show you. Move over here. Oh, that doesn't work very well. Yeah, I had mentioned my my life-size gur that I'm making. Yeah, he got the paint job last night. Hey, so I still have to get the magnets put in here. I have to paint that a different color. I have to get a mint green paint that I can do his accent colors with. And I show you. Come here, damn it. And I did a round of filler. Like I already had the Bondo stuff on it. So I took it outside. I sanded that off. I gave it, as you can see, a layer of the filler, and then put another round of Bondo on. These are the lines where the different segments that I had to print. So yeah, the giant fucking head on this guy. This guy is like fucking 92% head. Take that as you will. But yeah, that's what I had to do for this. So hopefully, the next round when I sand it down, it'll be a lot more smooth, and then I give his noggin the silver paint. And we haven't quite decided yet, but we may have him stand at just inside the front door so that he greets everybody with a giant smile and his tongue hanging out. We haven't decided yet. Snort. Like I said, take that as you will. 92% head. So yeah, like I mentioned earlier, the last 3 days have been very good days for me. So I decided yesterday that while I was on day 3 of feeling really good comparatively, that I was going to take some of that energy and I was going to do some work on bumper. So I got bumper done, pretty much. I worked on Babel and then I went and fucked that up. That's a lot of head, yes it is. And I worked on GUR, right? Alarm off. It says get in the shower. You have an appointment to get to. Just a tip. Not 92%. So bye. Okay, Hachi. We're not going to the shower with you this time? Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey Rose, are you still here? What object was in the background? Oh, what, bumper? He's just standing up. That's the difference. Before he was laying down over here. I have him stood up right now. So it's an edging session. Yes, it is. I have to do that in about an hour. Yeah, I didn't have his legs locked into position, as it were. I still don't 100%, but I just have to tighten them up a little more, tighten up his joints a little more. And I showed you guys the stand for him. So I need to decide what colors I'm gonna paint that fucking thing. But yeah, I want to do the filler on the lines in it, where the connections are, and sand those down. And then I'm probably gonna paint his base black, I think. And then maybe the grill will be silver. I don't know. I gotta look at some pics and see what makes me happy. But in the design of that, there's also there's an access in the back of the stand where if I wanted to put an LED light in there and have it glow from underneath, I could do that too. So that's not something that's off the table, is it? Off the counter. Yeah, there we go. But anyway, the point is, I want him on a stand. He's going to be on his stand. And then that's kind of, in my mind, that's one more step towards getting these things, these white shelves, these over here, these white shelving things. I want to, not shelving, drawer things. I want to get them out of here, put them in, probably in my bedroom. And then I want to stand my Mandalorian armor in the corner here. So, that's the plan. That's the long-term plan. It's just, it's taking longer than I'd like it to. And unfortunately, with Bumper here, I got her already, and I don't know if you guys can see her or not. No, you can't. She's sitting down on the floor because after I did the work on her and got her into, basically locked her position where I wanted it to be, as I was walking her back into the bedroom here, slipped out of my hand and fucking broke the foot on the floor. So you can imagine the meltdown tantrum that started there. I don't know what I'm going to get back to fixing that. I don't know if I will. I don't know if I've just given up entirely on that because I was having such difficulty yesterday, but I don't know. I don't know. My next focus is going to be Gert, so I'm going to get him probably standing at the front door. Go do your laundry. Yeah, do your own laundry. There you go. All right, so let's do a quick little recap here. What have we talked about today already? We have talked about the dramatic rise in autism diagnoses in the UK. Almost had a meltdown in your kitchen this morning, really? We have talked about neurodiversity as a climate ally. Yeah, and that happens, yeah. Oh, I went full champ. I snapped. I lose it. And yeah, as I was having a freak out about that and throwing the broken parts around and shit, and saying that, well, fuck it, I'm done. I'm giving up on this thing. Jasa is getting upset with me. Not because of the tantrum I'm having, but because I said that I wasn't going to fix it, and I was done, I was going to give up. And she was upset with me because I said I was going to give up. She's like, don't give up, you already worked so hard on that. I'm like, God damn it, child. One, stop being so cute, and two, stop growing up. Anyway. So, Babel is on pause right now, until such time as I get the spoons to handle putting the foot back on. But I was some pissed, let me tell you. Been to visit this week and my house is suffering. No, yeah, my kid is far too wise for her age. Far too fucking wise. Alright, there is one other thing that I guess you're going to answer my old, you know, maintenance night and guess my existence on those nights. I mean, that's fair, I guess. It sucks when kids are our own word, yeah. Yes, it does. I couldn't find what I found on my phone was on. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, it sucks when you end up raising yourself. Because then you realize the hypocrisy is real. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. That's a thing. That's a thing that pisses me off, but that's a thing. I feel so great not being back on prison, not my previous one. And like I said, I'm so happy for you. I'm proud of you for getting out of there and getting into a brand new environment and having, what's it called? I think the bot just said it for me. They're both little assholes. Oh boy. Kaplow, how you like me now, bitch? Oh no, you all know, like, Jason looks like my wife and she acts like me. So, anyway. Hey Jason, are you up here? No, she's downstairs. That's fine. We're in the bedroom. Encoding overloading. It's the first I've ever seen that. And I don't give a fuck. Shut up, you're working. I'm happy. What was this day's Morgan Gobby? No, my youngest is absolutely a photocopy of my wife with my attitude. Yeah. Anyway, so here's a topic that I did want to touch on, and I think that a lot of you might enjoy this one. And I would switch to my browser scene and pull the browser up and share the sources with you guys, but I don't have it set up yet. So, in fact, on my list, it's got chat and then browser, and beside browser it says in giant letters, do not use. She definitely got it first now. Oh, fucking big time. And my wife is starting to hate it because she's going to be 13 in 3 weeks. We're going to have a little teenager. I look like the mailman. But anyway, the point that I was going to come to, neurodivergent inclusion in the workforce was a topic, an article that was in Business Insider. Their headline: employers are tapping this group of highly skilled but underemployed people. What do you mean, damn it, Dan? Hey, it's a me! It's a me for Zombica! And I don't have a song set up for UV, but for UV, ultraviolet. But I have this. I know, it's not your song, but it was the only button that I had ready. I shall have a half a year until all these teenager. Lucky you. Lucky you. I want to see you suffer. Fuck you, I've already suffered through one. and they're going to be 30 next year. So I believe the term is
Get fucked.
that's the one. Anyway, to my points. This is from Business Insider. Neurodivergent inclusion in the workforce. Companies like Dell, Microsoft, and SAP are actively recruiting neurodivergent talent. Neurodivergent workers often outperform neurotypical peers with the right accommodations, low STEM environments, flexible deadlines, and written instructions. How many people just got called out by that statement alone? That's all I got to say about that. If employers want to attract excellent time management as a desired trait in every single... Yes, 100%. I fucking totally agree with you. I totally agree with you. Here's perk the written instruction. Yep. That is one of my accommodations at work. I need to have any of the new players that I need to do, they need to send it to me in writing. I need the equipment's designation and location in writing. And they know that. Don't tell me shit, write it down in detail. Yep. Yep. Any new task that I have to take on. Finally, I don't get a call out. Fuck you. I don't want to play anymore. Sorry. But yeah, any new task that I have assigned, it needs to be in writing. And still, neurodivergent unemployment is 3 times higher than the average. And underemployment remains a quiet crisis. Got a picture of the location where something is. That makes, for your job, that makes sense. How would you handle multiple competing deadlines? Make them flexible. Absolutely make them flexible. But yeah, they also say that when it comes to this, there is a need for the training of managers to handle this, not just hiring quotas. So instead of, just trying to fucking fill the spots with people, you need to be able to train them properly. The trainers, the training managers rather, need to know how to handle us, essentially. Yeah. That's a thing. That is a thing. And actually, and here, for anybody who is interested, I believe that's the link there to the Business Insider one. 1 in 5 people could be neurodivergent. And again, bear in mind that this is another UK source. I think it's a UK source. Need to double check here. Blah, 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 blah. No, downtown Boston. Yeah, no, now Bank of America employees have a spot. Okay, so this guy here is a Bank of America employee. Downtown Boston. Boston. All right. Interview question in period. So do I, because a manager job to assign and manager to work along with their employees in the front line workers being asked to do managerial tasks. Because in a lot of cases, they just want guinea pigs and little bitches to do all their work. During that life, we get asked for details. I just told you what I wanted. Yeah. Lucky you. That's when my anxiety gets into top gear. Yeah, the crunch time when you're getting close to a deadline. Yeah, I think we all understand that. Excuse me. But when, when they're, I'm sure I'm a terrible interview. I have to assume I'm a terrible interview because I hate those kind of questions, right? I don't always know how to answer those kind of questions. Now, could that be the autism? Maybe. But yeah, like, I totally, like you said here, fucking deer in the headlights on a lot of those because there are so many answers and I can't pick one. And in that case, because you're masking so heavily, in a lot of cases, I'm sure, you don't know which answer that they want to hear, right? So of course you're trying to pick that so that you can be a better date or something. Do your fucking job. I saw a short. It was one of those animated ones where they had the employees bitching at each other, and you know the manager trying to like, you know, fucking over the employees and whatnot. So yeah, that's what I think of. Is one of those. We answer literally because the question is very stupid. Yeah, that too. Paper pushing peacock, yeah. Yeah, I like that one too. But yeah, like, if your question is worded poorly, be careful, you're gonna get a fucking literal answer. And what sucks is, because I've got a reputation as a smartass, right? So if I do answer something literally, I get accused of being a smartass. My wife does that to me sometimes, when I answer her literally. And she'll just kind of look at me like, you're an asshole. I'm like, what? Those are fucking such garbage. Definitely get screwed in those by literal answers. Yeah. Yeah. Like, why the fuck would you subject employees to a personality test? Like, that is the dumbest shit ever. Like, just stupid. That does not play well in our favor at all, in asterisk, in most cases. Like, just fucking sit down and talk to me. Tell me what the job is. Let me know if you think I can handle it. Oh, yeah, exactly. They're basically screening us out. Oh, your phone and TV. Oh, Jesus. I'm sorry. Apparently my ranting is too powerful for your connection. I don't know. If it up with something, just quick back there and go. Okay, now that you heard the history of Walmart, please put this pallet away. Yeah. Yeah. No, that is, and when they do go full circle, a lot of times I don't remember what they said by the time we haven't even peaked the top of the fucking circle. They come back around and they're like, okay, so what do you think of that one thing that we talked about? We talked about the one thing? That happened? Like, Jesus. So with all of those things in mind, let's play a game in the land of make-believe. Hey, D. Marta! Alright, let's play a game of make-believe. You are in a workplace. You figure, I don't know, you pretend whatever workplace you want. Would you prefer to have, if you were in a team, would you prefer to have a neurodivergent only team or fully integrated with proper allyship? What would you prefer? If you were in an environment where you had to work in teams, would you prefer a neurodivergent only team or would you prefer integration, proper integration? Never actually answer your question you've asked with the process. It seems like you get handed a boxy yard. Can you handle high-stress work environments? I fucking thrive in them. Like, do you like them? Yes and no, respectively. Me too. 100% agree with that. Shoes says fully integrated. Had both work better. So everybody else is kind of leaning towards neurodivergent only. I can go with either. Because I have worked with either. I'm not too picky personally. Outside of the workforce, I mean. Yeah. I can agree with that. Oh, you know, because we're very much in crunch mode. All good. All good. Could I get a shout out to TMR, please? But yeah. Thank you, thank you. Tickle, tickle, tickle. As you can tell, the OBS is working fantastically today. And I'm very happy about that. Although maybe I just really don't listen to stuff. Maybe. You know, definitely a level of understanding, 100%. Right? You would definitely want a good level of understanding. So, for those of you that do have a workplace, or can think of an older one that you had, what would be the one thing in your workplace that you would change today to totally support your noodle? What would you change in your workplace? Doesn't understand. We are not meeting in the middle. Figure out where we're breaking down. No, that's a good point. That's a good point. But yeah, what's the one thing in your workplace, the owner's wife, that you would change today to support how your brain works? And it was a pain in the ass. Cubicle farms are a very big problem. Yeah. Yeah, they are. Yeah, don't put baby in a box. Don't work with control freaks. That's a good one. I haven't entirely decided what to do. Yeah, and I mean, that's fair. That's why I said think of one that you had prior, right? Because I know that there are some people that they had prior and now they don't, and whatever, that's all good. Or they're between jobs, or in my wife's case, she's on medical stress leave, and then she broke her fucking foot. Genius. Goddamn kid, I tell ya. See, in my current, where I help out, honestly, I've got it pretty good, all things considered. Yeah, I'm in an office. I don't work very long hours. And my accommodations are met. Right? Like, one of the first things I asked when I got in there was, how do you feel about headphones in here? Because I can hear your lights. And they're cool with it. As long as the work is getting done, they don't give a shit. And yeah, the accommodations of having everything written down in paper. Ditch punch clocks, yeah. Be more, yeah, a leniency for something like that. Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Rigid standards don't flex for environmental factors. Yep. If the environment changes, standard of work needs to adjust to make the standard deliverable. Agreed. Yeah. Well, she's got until September 1st, so. But she also has a doctor's appointment at some point next month, so she's gonna have Freddy is the devil. She's gonna have a discussion with the doctor about that. So. She just wanted to put Panda to work. Yeah, she's like, payback, bitch. I wouldn't walk your fucking dogs, you come walk mine. One day, see, and Heather, this is one thing actually that I was going to get to, was have a little more leniency, especially, for longer hours and whatnot, especially in like cubicle farms or office jobs, right? Have a little more leniency for regenerating the mind and taking the break, right? If you ever look at some of the bigger tech companies like Google, I know they have something like that. My buddy used to be a QA tester for BioWare up in Edmonton, and they had like little fucking nap rooms and little quiet rooms and stuff like that, that you could, if you needed to take a break, then you could go and take a break. Cut my grass. I don't know what you're on about. Stop scheduling shift changes at the exact minute. Have 30 minutes overlap. Somebody doing late should Yeah, wiggle room to accommodate everybody. Yep. Yep. There's a part of me that agrees with that, and then there's another part of me that, the tism, that I'm very much to the minute when it comes to a clock. I try to be, right? So like when Jasa and I have the schedule when I take her to school and shit, it is to the minute, right? If it is 1 minute behind, I get pissy about it, right? And I remember when I was doing shift changes in the rail yard, if somebody wasn't there, you know, we did have a little bit of overlap because you wanted your shift change to come in half an hour early kind of thing. So that way you could inform them what they needed, you know, for the next shift, and then you could get out of there, right? But if they weren't there on time, and by the time my shift was scheduled to be over, and if they weren't there, I got pissy about that. So I can always tell when someone is fake-ass bitch down by their smile. I've worked with too many of them. They've got their, they have their customer service face on all the time. Is that what it is? Because, you know, everybody's got customer service voice, right? That's how I explain neurodivergent masking to people. Like, yeah, you know your customer service voice. Now dial it up to 15. Because that's how we roll. Yeah, or something that they don't inform you about, right? If they miss anything in there. Which, it happens, yeah, people fuck up. But if somebody misses something on a shift change, and then, like, you get called out, or you get fucked over for it, yeah. I will absolutely be the first person to throw your ass under the bus for that. Or, in my case, the train. I absolutely bury somebody for that. If they fuck me over, and I have to take the brunt for something they didn't do and they didn't inform me of, yep, they're going under the bus. Fuck that. Sorry, I'm not the bigger guy in that case. You fucked me over, I'm gonna return the favor. But I'm also a petty bitch, so what are you gonna do? £15 on top of the new for yeah. Before, could I just notice the time here? Before we round out, how do you guys feel about maybe doing another game of Quiplash tomorrow night? Because if this is going to hold better than the other one did, then I'm not opposed to playing a little bit of Quiplash tomorrow night, if you guys are down for it. I would be okay with that. If I could see the timers. Could you not see the timers the last time? Wife's home, gotta run. Alright, Dragon. Quick Flash? No, it's Quiplash, you silly shit. I have a laptop. It's gonna handle that. You don't need anything like that, Heather. What you need is your phone. That's it. That is all you need. You need a phone, or your laptop to go to a browser and go to a page. It's one monitor swap between. Oh, I see. I got it. Gotcha. I will try to make sure the timers are visible. We do have the long timers set, so I don't know how to make them longer. On the other page. Oh. Well, I will try to ensure that it's visible as best I can on my end. But yeah, if you guys are down for that, I'd be down to. Does have yeah? You that's how you play it. You log into what is it? Jackbox.tv. Play or run duel. I mean, that's fair. But yeah, if you guys are good for that, then I am absolutely not opposed to, you know, playing a little bit of Quippy. Because, I mean, we had some fun with that, and I don't know, I just kind of got the urge to do it again. So being in the audience is fun. Being in the audience is playing, because the audience can play, right? Playing as an audience is fun. Yeah, alright. Alright, maybe I'll set that up for after work tomorrow. Or tomorrow evening, like an after dinner thing. So it will be late night for those of you on the East Coast. Sorry about that. Yeah, Heather, if you want to use your phone, that's cool. But yeah, probably like... It's been a while since I played it. There you go. Yeah, it'll probably be somewhere around like 9, maybe 10 Eastern, right? So I'm just thinking about, well, if we do dinner a little earlier, I don't think we have anything scheduled for tomorrow, so it might be before that. I want a rematch. Oh, who was it who won last time? You did win one, didn't you? Yeah, Gemini won. Well, Gemini ended up winning at least one of them. Gemini won a couple of them. Fucking cheater. Gemini's first time playing, and he fucking dominates. It was hilarious. There's some good stuff in there. And a fluffer bunt. Binge! Yeah, bunge the doorknob, that's right, yeah. There's some good shit in there. Alright, we'll plan for that. Yeah, I'll set us up for tomorrow night. Make sure that I got the time to... Or I get the time set up to do it. Never played Kicks the fuck out of all of us, yeah. Oh well. Hey, your answer's just gotta be funnier than somebody else. That's all you need. I notice we're starting to stutter now, so good timing. Encoding overloaded, huh? Interesting. Alright, well... I guess we shall wrap her up then. So, thanks again all for hanging out today and chilling and learning some new stuff and going over some new articles and whatnot. I do enjoy doing that from time to time, even when we go off track and do our own thing, because off topic is the topic, motherfuckers. You all know that. So, unfortunately, I do have to work on Friday. That's what she said. Yeah, I do have to work on Friday, so no stream on Friday. However, I'll try and set us up tomorrow night for a game of Quiplash. And then, back on Sunday, again, all of this, as always, body willing. Provided my body wants to play fair and cooperate, then, yeah. Anyway. So in the meantime, I will see all of you in the Discord. Until then, drink your water, take your meds, and be kind to yourself. You off to Calgary tomorrow? Taking kiddo down? We can talk about it later. Anywho, love to the mods. Yes, of course, always love to the mods. Good job there, Dan and Choose. Thanks, guys. Yeah, okay. Nah, that's cool. Alright, until then, I will see all you crazy sons of bitches in the Discord. Until then, ciao for now.
Moonbeams play on silver streams, a supernova in our dreams. Comet's tail, we chase the sparks. Planets move to the beat of hearts. Gravity can't hold us down. We're starbound, lovers spinning round. Take my hand, we'll jump to light speed, dancing through the galaxy. All our hearts in astral overdrive. In this universe we thrive. In this universe we thrive. speed, dancing through the galaxy.
Apparently, welcome to the post-stream chat.